All right, good morning. Okay, we are going to work on just adding and subtracting. This is where it can kind of get a little tricky. So just to review on adding and subtracting, you need a common denominator. So here, going over numbers, my denominator would be 8. So I'm going to times by 4. So I can get 3 8s plus 4 8s, which gives me 7 8s. So here, if I don't have the same factor, I was able to take 8. The factors are 2 times 4. I had a 2. I needed a 4. So here, I'm going to times this one by 5 and get 10 over 15. And this one by 3 and get 3 over 15. So I could times both of them by different factors, and I end up with 13/15. So we're going to use that same concept with polynomials. Okay, right here I have a common factor, which is 2x plus 1. So I've got 7x plus 2. It says to subtract. I'm going to subtract the entire numerator, which means I'm going to use distributive property. So I have 7x plus 2, and then I'm going to distribute my minus, so I get a negative 5x and negative 1. Combine my like terms. 7x minus 5x gives me 2x. 2 minus 1 gives me 1. And now I notice that I have the same numerator and denominator, so that equals 1. Okay. Let's try without like denominators. So I have a factor here of x plus 8. If I factor this, I have x plus 8, x minus 8. So that means my denominator needs to be x plus 8 and x minus 8. So I notice that this one is missing the x minus 8. And I have a plus sign. My first one's not missing anything, but this one is missing the x minus 8. So I'm going to distribute. I'm going to look just at my numerator. 3 minus 8. And combine like terms. So I have 7 and 3 gives me 10x minus 24 over x plus 8, x minus 8. So I could factor this, and I could take a 2 out. I'm just going to show it to you. So if I took a 2 out, I'd have 5x minus 12. But these factors aren't alike, so I can't simplify it like I could with this one. So there is my solution. Then my excluded values. If I set this one equal to 0, I get a negative 8. And if I set this one equal to 0, I get a positive 8. So x cannot be a positive or a negative 8 for this one. Remember, it doesn't matter what's in the numerator, only the denominator. All right, we're going to try it again. So I can see I can take a 2 out. So I have an x plus 1 in both of them. I'm missing the 2 in this one. So I'm going to times by 2 and times by 2. I have a subtraction that I'm going to distribute. So I have 2 times 4 gives me 8. A negative x. And then I'm going to distribute that negative to the 9. And then my denominator is the 2 that's in both and the x plus 1. Now let's combine like terms. 8 minus 9 Okay, and we don't leave negative x's. We factor out the negative 1. And in the process of doing that, I can see I can simplify, and I'm left with negative 1/2. Because there's no x in my denominator, I don't have any excluded values. So this simplifies to that. Okay, sometimes it gets hard when I don't have factors. So I need an x squared. That's x times x, and I need a 4. So my denominator is going to have a 4 times x squared. So this 4 needs x squared. This x squared needs a 4. This x needs both a 4 and an x. Okay, so for the first term, 4 times x times 1 gives me 4x. 4 times 1, and it's a plus, gives me 4. And this is a plus. 1 times x squared gives me x squared. I'm going to write it in standard form. This does not simplify. So since this doesn't simplify, nothing's going to cross out. So this is my simplified. Now I need excluded values. So I'm going to take my x squared plus 4 and set it equal to 0. And here's where some of us are still struggling. So I'm going to subtract 4. Square root. When I put on the square root, I put on the plus or minus. I have a negative inside, so I bring out the I. And then square root of 4 is 2. Most of the time you see it written like that. So that would be my excluded value. X cannot equal a plus or minus 2i. This is an imaginary number, so it's probably not one I would have to worry about. All right, this is as hard as it's going to get, so let's give it a try. This cannot be factored, this cannot be factored, but this can. Same sign, 2 times 1, so I've got x plus 2, x plus 1. So let's talk about our common denominator needs to be x plus 2 times x plus 1. That's from this one. This one has the x plus 2. It's missing the x plus 1. This one has the x plus 1. It's missing the x plus 2. All right, let's start here. I have a positive 2 that I'm going to distribute. So I have 2x plus 4. I have a negative 3 that I am distributing. So I have a negative 3x minus 3. This one has the denominator, so I just have plus 4. I'm going to combine my like terms. 2x minus 3x gives me a negative x. 4 plus 4 is 8, minus 3 is 5. I don't like things written with a negative sign. None of these cross out, so here is my simplified. Excluded values. If I set that equal to 0, it would be a negative 2. And if I set that equal to 0, I would have a negative 1. And I'll show you. So I'm going to set x plus 2 equals 0. That's where the negative 2 comes from. X plus 1 equals 0. That's where the negative 1 comes from. So remember, you set your factors equal to 0. All right, go ahead and give it a try.